Hello, 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 folks. Thanks for coming on by for Advent of Code Day. Wait, what day? Day 7. Day 7, I know. Math, it's right in front of me. And yeah, looking forward to knocking out this problem, of course, after we do our nifty visualization. Hey, Naruto Amin. How's it going? Thanks for coming on by. We came in. We actually started on schedule for once. Look at that. It's a miracle. Yeah, I hope your Tuesday's been treating you well. Almost to Hump Day Wednesday. Not that. Let's flip that around. Eh. Hmm. Okay, that's awkward. I'm gonna have to do a refresh on the overlay. Do. There we go. Now there's music. Hey, Wadekin. Thanks for coming on by, too. Yeah, Lucario. 54. There we go. We got math right. Where is the music? There it is. What am I going to do? That's a great question. So as you can see, the Advent of Code problem is an hour away. So what I've been doing these last 6 or so days is spending this first hour-ish making a visualization, or trying to make a visualization for every day of Advent of Code. Except for day 2, because day 2 was boring. But looking at day 1, for example, I actually polished this a little off camera, so sorry about that, but we got this where we'll find all the code. Where's my code? This isn't the fun part. I get to see all my folders. Enjoy. Well, where is it? My brain's slowed. So many folders. There we go. This is day 1's, which I am no longer doing them like this. But here you go. So you give it an input file. You tell it how long you want the animation to be. We're going to turn this down because it's wildly inaccurate. And for this one, the elf counting one, you give it a run and there she goes. This visualizes a concept. What concept it visualizes? It's partly a mystery. Each grouping is an individual elf, each bubble being how many calories there are, and the exploding is the counting of them, with the green one being the highest count counted so far. And this works enough. You'll see the future ones, I am not using D3JS because that was tedious. Right? This thing still barely doesn't work halfway. Hence the last fifth being zoomy. When it finishes, it will alert the correct answer. Ta-da! Now the other ones are much more reasonable. They're all terminal based. So day 3, little ASCII search highlighting thing where it kind of does a little scan animation through every one, highlighting the character that's both in part 1 and part 2 of the string. That one's pretty simple. Part 4 was the overlapping ranges, which I did a little ASCII. Oh, there we go. Now it's readable. Kind of drew them a little bit. Again, lots of these can still use optimizations. And yesterday's... Wait, was this yesterday? I can't remember. Oh. Yes, yesterday's we got this crane game working. A simulation of the actual playing of the crane. Now, there were colors on this, I swear, but the colors kinda got angry. But this works. It's a little ASCII crane doing its thing. Now, today, we have a fair amount of options. We got the latest version, which was... It's going to be a simpler animation, because it's a piece of text, and we are detecting if 4 characters in a row are ever unique. And once they are, that is our quote solution. So this one's going to be an easier visualization, comparatively. And then whatever left timing there is back, we're gonna go back to the crane and try to add those freaking colors, because I like that crane. But yeah, let's whip out Visualize TS and get that started. Forgot having a window open right here. Give me a momento. Because Suda Mateo might be on. If they are, we gotta give them a shout out. Because they are a fellow 100 Dever who has also done some admin of code. Though they're not on right now, so straight to the visualization we go. Crane is cool. Yeah, it's my favorite one so far. Looking forward to coloring it in. But again, my personal challenge this year isn't to learn a new language or do some other thing. It's to make a visualization per day. So let's find some code and copy it. I'm trying to think, what am I actually trying to do? I guess I'll open this file and open this file, and we will make an example. So these are our frames. Then what we're gonna do is have these 4 highlighted in a color. So I guess I'll put them in square braces so we can see it. And then it'll move forward where the brace, boop, this is representing highlighting like this. And it'll just keep on going until it finds the correct answer, kind of like this. So it'll be a sliding like window. Hey, of course, Devin. Yeah, I appreciate that. Have a good night. I will accept your view with graciousness. Greatly appreciate it. So if you're building ASCII visualizations. Now, I don't need to use .blessed for this, but I could, since I did with the last one. I'm getting a fix for it. So we're going to try and use blessed a little, because I think it would also be cool. This is a multi-line thing. How many? Yeah, so it'll be showing the indexes too. So 0, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like, that's not how math works. Kind of like this, in addition to the highlight. We'll do it the easy way first. Easy first, fancy later. So what we're gonna want to do is, this will be basically whatever the input is. So duration, we don't really have that, so make ourselves our little iffy that we can make async, so we can use our await delay trickery. Let's go ahead and say input is this thing, which is a string, and for our first case we will pass this little one. And yes, for those who are wondering, I did get the first visualization actually onto GitHub, so this HTML one, you can play with it yourself. Of course, I appreciate that, Naruto. Yeah, like I said, this is just not exactly the most educational of streams, these ones, though those are usually my Saturday ones, but just having some fun, trying to put my own spin and personal challenge on it. And yeah, this was a little bit beyond mine too. Like, I've messed with ASCII before, but never touched this library before in my life. So yeah, I love learning new stuff. But yeah, hey, yeah, I'm glad you gonna find that drink picker useful. It's been a while since I touched that thing. It was fun to build though. Fun messing with those first APIs. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, so what we have here is let start equals 0, end equals, oh, this is also, let's look at the actual solution. Distinct count. There it is. Number, and we might as well use the signal variable. end equals distinct count. So I think I can use the actual solution code right here. There we go, some great looking code. Expected 2 arguments, got 1. Let's fix that. There we go. So we're gonna call this start. This will be const end equals this end. So this is the actual doing of the math. But we like to visualize this. So const, let's go ahead and bring in colors. Colors equals require, and this is using the colors npm library. String equals signal sub, nope, that's not right. Signal slice 0 to start. There we go. Plus red, whatever we're doing, and the rest of it there. Okay, so red's cool. I guess we're going to use red when this isn't false or whatever. I'm not going to use red. I don't like red. We're going to do yellow and red foreground. So red foreground is going to be for the duplicate characters. So let's colored equals kind of signal, nope, not sign, slice. So we do want these, no, we want this code. We want the ones that we're looking at. We want these 4 characters right here. Colored is congratulations, we're in the lovely array. And we want to loop through this. Const dupes equals, there we go. We want to get which one of these characters are the duplicated ones. Perfect. So we for let I equals 0. If it's duplicated, make it red. Otherwise, do nothing, I guess. Hey, I appreciate that hydro there, Naruto. Reminder, everyone, stay hydrated, folks. Colors equals, how do we do color? Color yellow background. What a weird Copilot generation. Colors dot. Okay, colors JS background. I know it's possible. The other libraries do it. npm colors background. Background colors. Oh, it's a BG. It's a prefix. Great. How do we combine them? How do we combo? Here it is. No, not inverse. Background. Bright background. There we go. Oh, how are they? Ah, there. This is the other way to do it. You do a chainy thing. Cool. Colors. So BG yellow. It looks weird, but they say this is how we do it. Or not BG green. BG yellow. There we go. So we color the characters. Then we put them right here, but we join them as a lovely string. Process CR I've never done it that way. Await new promise. Delay for 100 milliseconds. Ah, this is the fun thing. Okay, so this will be const background color equals dupes dot size. So if there are duplicates, then the background color size color is yellow. Otherwise, it's BG green. And we're going to use background color accordingly. Like so. And we can do that. Great. And then if once we finally do make it, we stop. Return will do the trick. I think we can just use the old if there are no dupes. Return. Okay. First try, folks. Let's see once we can get to the right folder. Visualize. Ooh, it did the thing. Okay, let's turn it up a lot since we don't have a lot of input here. There you go, yellow with the reds. Oh, I like this. Okay, the colors was a bit much, and this example is kind of boring. Okay, what if we did a white background? Just no matter. Yeah, just always background color white. And then the text is red, but otherwise the text is green. Yeah, red and green, Christmas colors. On theme, folks. Well, we're not pseudoing this. Pseudo Mateo ain't here yet. The green doesn't really do much. I guess we'll need to make the green blue. Now we're dealing with contrast. There we go, look at our scan. Okay, yeah, I mean, that works for that input. Let's do this for a couple other inputs, to be honest, because we have a fair amount of them. Boop, 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 boop. Of course, that's not copyable. And boop. Here we go, and we make this a cool function called think function. What an amazing name, folks. Visualize this one, and then do 4 more. Visualize all the things. No, I typoed it. Visualize, lies. There we go. Now this is working. Now I don't know if we have access to top level await. We're about to find out. I think I have to be ECMAScript modules. I do. That's okay. We'll make the async iffy rears its ugly head again. Oh no. Go, all 4 of these. We'll eventually make them the 14s. Alright, we'll go and do it now. For const sync count of 4, 14. Yep, come here, you. Multi-cursor magic, use that there. Close this and find our real input, which we can steal our code from the previous one right here. Yeah. Yoink. Const fs. Thank you, Copilot. Next, we'll copy this line here, but instead of using this string, gonna use the input. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Now we're on a second delay, so a pretty hard constant, but it should look good to stop. We need a console log after this. Boop. There we go. Look at her go. Oh wow, that one ended quick. I actually like this one. Yeah, big fan. They need a prefix of the current index or something. Ooh. Oh, this doesn't work for multi-lines. Technically it's visualizing. Ah. Interesting. Yeah, this is life. So this is the pre-compute and calculating the duration. which we can do right now. First, let's prefix it. I'm gonna like a prefix. Now, the actual solution here, or whatever, is I plus distinct. So that could be the possible length, so we'll pad it to that. Basically, instead of string, I mean, we love string, but it's going to be some template literal magic here. So template literal, string, we love you still. So it's going to be the I plus or start plus distinct count. And that'll be to a string, a pad start, to however many possible digits there are. So it's going to be signal.length. So if there's 54, I have to figure this math out. I think it's this to string dot length 0. Good idea. Let's add a space. See if I got that right. 4. Oh. That also doesn't look right at all. 104, 204. Nope, that's wrong. Ah. Order of operations. There we go. I had to make sure the addition had it first, and then we padded it. Now this padding should be correct. Bingo. 0, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And you know what? Just for funsies, I think I will color this accordingly. Red and green. Red for bad, green for go. You know, yeah, we are going to make the text. Is there a line? About to find out in 5 seconds. Too much to ask. Awesome. Okay, so this is a lovely string. Const current number equals this lovely string. Now, which colors we're going to use? It's going to be dupes size colors dot red current number or colors dot green current number. Another one, C Films. Thanks for coming on by. Now let's think. Okay, I don't have that installed. Let's go and get her installed. Dark pink. There it is. We got Fur and Brino. Which one is it? I'm doing pretty good, C Films. Doing pretty well. I mean, both of these are pretty good by my eyes. Ooh, this Brino one is or Brino Rodriguez. Not a lot of contrast in it. Fur. There it is, C Films. Dark pink you go, or dark pink theme you go. Ta-da! Oh, so what I'm doing there, David Velez, is I am making visualizations for Advent of Code. And then in 31 minutes, we're actually going to, attempt Advent of Code day 7. But right now, we're making a cute little visualization for day 6. And we just finished getting it working. So if you don't know what this problem is, it's basically scanning this highlighted section for no duplicates. When there are no duplicates, we have, quote, found the answer. As you can see, it keeps going until there are no duplicates in the little highlight zone. This works pretty well, honestly. Maybe it's a little slow, but... Oh, then we have this one. Huh. Yeah, this one's like a lot of lines. Haven't really considered how this one works. Well, that's part of the challenge. Hope your Tuesday's been treating you well. Hey, Alka. Thanks for coming on by. Yeah. We got some colors, that's for sure. So what I want to do is Get size of terminal, I guess, right? Oh, that's what you if you were asking about the theme, yeah. C Film's a redemption for me to try out a different VS Code theme. And it's a dark one, so I am more than happily to oblige. It's them bright ones that I get a little veto-y on. At least later in the stream, because my brain is too slow at that point. Hmm. So Blessed has this built in some way, but essentially I want to get current width of terminal. I don't know if that's easily doable. Oh, what's this? Neat. Says, columns. Ain't that neat? Okay, that's great. I guess we want, so that's my maximum string length. So this is great. We want to truncate a limit string size terminal width. That seems right. Slice 0 width. Well, that's cheating. But include the colored characters. That's a pretty good one, in my opinion. I like it. Perfectly readable. There's not a lot of contrast. I mean, look on the screen right now. We got 3 colors: green, pink, and yellow, really. And the orange numbers, so. But it's pretty good. Hey, appreciate that posture check there, Naruto. Make sure not to be no slouches, folks. So this is a tough one because we both need to. There's a point where we need to trim off the end and trim off the beginning. Replacing with ellipses or something cool like that. Hey, Owen, how's it going? Yeah, you're right. It's not a lot of contrast, to be honest, between these two and even these two, to be honest. But I've seen worse. I have seen worse. That is for sure. But yeah, hope y'all having a good one. Types length promise. Yeah, oh yeah, the bold and pink one. That's a pretty nice one. I wouldn't say that, C Films, not at all. There's a limit, just there's a limit to, like, I need to be like a Vim expert to be actually fast in all of this. But I'm fast enough for normal needs. Fast enough to get at least on Advent of Code, so happy with that. Hey, glad to hear that. I'm chilling in the bed at the laptop. That's a great way to sleep. New set. Yeah, this contrast is not good at all. Let's see if we can find. Well, look at the other dark pinks. No, it's not suggested, but. Ooh, come on. Just to make that one. Yeah, this one's a even better contrast, but even less variety of colors. Between the background, at least, yeah. There you go. I mean, that's the best way to drain the brain, eh? Gotta run off all that energy. Yeah, that's why I usually do my normal dark plus. Dark pastel. Ah, yeah. Dark pastel. Hmm. Oh, yeah, okay. It's basically the same foreground, just for normal background. Ooh, that's really muted. Yeah, that's a nice one. Definitely the purple C Films. It had more contrast. So we have to figure this out. We have the criminal width of the terminal. That's amazing. Moonlight 2. I don't know if I've tried that one. Again, usually I just stick to the default. Moonlight. Oh, we got Moonlight. We got Moonlight 2. Oh, I do like the 2. We have a more variety in color. Yeah, 2 definitely wins on those. Ooh, an altered theme. Hey, fancy, fancy. I've done like practically no alterations or customizations. I just turned down the yellow on the debug line for VS Code. Yeah, you saved me on that one. Mayuku Alucard. Mayukai. Oh. Myukai Alucard. Oh boy. that one must typo that one. Hmm. Yeah, so we have this working technically. We just gotta deal with the length of the string being longer than that the terminal. Okay, hurry up animation. Let's turn this down. Be fast. Gotta go fast. 10x speed, please. Oh, wow. Astro or opacity. Interesting. Or like whatever they call those. But yeah. See through. I mean, I bet that would be it. Like, I guess not. But yeah, I mean, I've never really seen, oh, changes opacity of the code window using the Windows API. Probably a cross-platform version of this somewhere. Yeah, I've never really seen need for such, but hey, if you want to do it, that's how you do it. Hmm. Okay, so this is technically working. How about I don't think about it? There we go. This is the. Wait a minute. Is this working or is this? Yes, this is making up multiple lines. This isn't working. I can just clear the screen. We don't need to. We don't need to do math if I just clear the screen. So this would be a normal console log. Instead of doing this, so before, clear terminal. Oh, a magic command code. That's not going to do anything wrong. It's going to be super cross-platform compatible. There we go. Ooh. Okay, a little bit of flickering. Oh, it's because I'm trying to select it. That's the flicker. But hey, look at her go. She's zooming. It's not zooming that much. But now the trick is to make the rate dynamic based on how long you want the animation to play for. And that's the fun part. And that'll be using the actual solution code. So would you look at this? We get to bring in actual solvo. That doesn't always happen. So const answer equals solve. Great. So technically we don't want this. So get start index. There we go. Last start index or something. Vibrancy. Ooh. Definitely got the name on point. I don't know how to spell the word install. Vibrancy. Oh. What is this? Angry? Oh, it's okay. Wait. Please continue. Okay, sure. This version will be supported. Great. Oh, this is the one you were talking about. Okay, we'll see Linux likes it or not. Might need a restart, at least on VS Code sad. Welcome to Vibrancy. Read and click button. Okay, so we're only Mac OS and 10 or 11. I appreciate you sharing it for sure. It looks cool. But not for Linux. Hey, I mean, hey, gotta give it a shot, you know? I'm sure. Let's find the repo. Look at the issue for Linux. Maybe there's a GNOME. Because I'm on GNOME, which is the popular one. Linux. No Linux. Linux support. There you go. If you're an Arch user, you can use this. For what it's worth, Oh, there it is. Classic VSC should work on Linux. Makes the whole, I'm fine with that. Hey, we're not out of the game yet, folks. This is why we love open source. Oh, Windows and Linux. Okay. Be cool. Ignore that. Oh, look, it did it. It's transparent. I don't know how. Yeah, this looks like it comes across okay on stream. Boop, 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 boop. I mean, I don't know how to really demonstrate transparency. Oh, it's the entire window, huh? Interesting. What API is this doing it with? By key pressing. Okay, how do I xprop and xorg? Control Alt Z, Control Alt C. Control Alt Z. Oh, that thing's looks like it's catching on fire. Control Alt C. My eyes deceive me. Yeah, it's probably gonna use. I mean, this is a different package, but I imagine this would also be a settable thing. Hey, thanks for sharing it, Owen. Oh no, I can't. Okay, now I gotta read this text. What did this other extension? Classic Alpha. There we go. Oh look, there it is. 195. So 255 is 0 is classic.alpha 1 to 255. Okay, 1. Okay, what are the task areas? You're gonna annoy me every freaking time. Do you install extension? No, I don't. Where? Okay, maybe now. Control Alt Z. Uh-oh. Oh no. Come back to me. Yeah, I think this is increase. 255. I have to move it to a better background. There it is. Okay, I can read it. And then Control Alt Z. Okay, so you gotta set it, then move it. Yeah, this is super cool. And I'll just change the steps to something better. Steps make that something like let's pick a number. 20. Boom. Ooh, there we go. Cool bit of transparency stuff. I think we'll leave it high, but just a little. 240 ZC 30 55. Oh, it doesn't really listen when I set this. Hey, I appreciate the lurk there, Owen. There we go. We'll keep a tag, because I do want this to be somewhat readable. Yeah, definitely fun. So gotta keep something interesting in the background. Yeah, okay, let's... Oh, that's another keybind. So many keybinds! Oh no, what will we do? I really gotta fix that thing at some point. Yeah, this is working. So now we want to const rate equals 1,000. Well, we also need a duration. Duration is 10,000 milliseconds. So const indexes, so const move frame count. There we go. That's not how it works. It's, oh, this is it. Frame count. Never mind. Const rate is, it doesn't feel right. So if I have 4 minus duration, no, it's the other way around. 10,000 minus divide by 4, 2.5 seconds each frame. There you go. And apparently TypeScript is angry. This is possibly undefined because I'm bad at TypeScript. But this should do the trick. Now, of course, this is set timeout, so it's going to be a minimum of this, not an actual. Not only is this writing being computational, but the entire thing is
doing math and thinking. But this is good enough. And I think we can do start under frame counts, so we literally know how many it's gonna be. Let's see if this works with a duration of 10 seconds for each one. No. TypeScript. Cannot find name solve. Of course, because I named it get start index. What's more? That's a 10-second animation, so we're gonna wait. There we go. Lovely. Let's make the duration based on the length. So as duration of this. Yeah, 5 seconds for all of these. Boop, boop, boop. And for the big one, you can take 10 seconds. Horizon Shield. We're working on a visualization for yesterday's Advent of Code, day 6, in which we making this little ASCII thing kind of move across based on the actual problem. So if you don't know, it's basically we need to find if there are any. We need to find a section of 4 consecutive characters that don't contain duplicates. So this little window scans along, kind of animate the movement until make the red ones highlighted and the green ones new until we get there. We're about to see the big one go off, which should be it's zooming. Look at hers go. Oh, it's a little flashy. Okay, we need a minimum rate or something, I guess. What rate was that? Whatever it was. Too much. Now just hit up a return here. But yeah, this basically finish animation. Rate was 2 point something. Great. Our rate should be a minimum of 10 milliseconds to not burn people's brains out. Yeah, that's a good number for those. Rate is at least 10, which means I want max. Some bottom, whichever you call it. There you go, this should be a little better now. We also need a pause at the end. Like a whole second or something. But this won't take too long. Look at her go. There's not that many flickers, but there are still some flickers. I don't even know if it's coming across on the stream, but it's there. Oh, now we're doing the 14 scan. Yeah, I forgot about this whole one. Look at her go. You can tell which ones are further along based on the speed. Okay, yeah, this is pretty okay. Okay, that's a little much. Yeah, it's pretty there. Pretty nice. So I was using something else. It probably would avoid the flicker. Let's try that. See if we can just time our way. Time our way away. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one, Alka. There it is. We were just too fast. You know, we'd be too fast. Oh, I saw that down here. There we go. Okay, so setting a minimum does the trick. Let's see what the minimum we can set. 50 looks good. Can we go 25? It's like some one of them auction wars. Do I hear 25? 25, 25, 25. Oh, nope, we do not hear a 25. 50 is where I'm going to stick at there. I could go 30, but 50 is nice and round. It's a positive number. Okay, yeah. I don't know how long this is going to take now that we've literally told it to take longer, but That's the scan. She's zooming. Okay, little flicker, I ain't ever knowing. I think I'll drop all these down to like 2 seconds. There we go. And this, to be honest, is kind of all I wanted to visualize for day 6. Like, I could do more lines and like pointing at indexes and stuff, like a multi-line thing with arrows. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with this one. What I would like to do, though, is get this freaking crane game, put some colors on these cranes. So for those who don't know what crane game I'm talking about, day 5, yesterday, we finished this crane game animation. Look at the crane go! Happy crane. Now you're noticing a lack of colors, because that became a problem near the end. Hey, of course, Alka. Yeah, I mean, there aren't that many days. At least we haven't gotten to many. Yeah, Horizon. This is my... I'm the most proud of this one so far, you know? This one looks nice. I used a new library. And yeah, so there are a few optimizations to be made. The one that I really care about, so there are two things. There's the parsing, which I don't have visualized, and then there's this crane. And then there's the colors. There used to be colors, we got rid of them. But aside from that, the only optimization I have is like make diagonal movements. So like you can see the crane, it's a little fast, but the crane goes all the way up every time. And it's going 5,000 miles an hour. Maybe I can point at a normal example so we can read it. Boop, 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 boop. Do I have durations? I do not. I'll just have to hard code it. Cost, move, delay. 100. It is zooming. Yeah, we're about to fix that right now so you can actually enjoy watching it. Move, delay. 100's good to me. Now we get to watch it zoom. Look at her zoom. Happy crane. Pick up that Z block. Yeah, pick up, and then it's going to swap the 1 and the 2. Now, you see how it goes all the way up? That's an optimization just waiting to happen. Okay, this is the end. Yeah. Now, what we're missing here is all the colors. Because colors and ASCII codes do not mix in my implementation. So we're going to try to color this thing up. The way we need to do that, I left a message for past me. Here we go. Colors not working due to splicing at position, but position changes when colors are added. Right. So the way I literally did it, so you have to generate the ASCII, then color the ASCII in that order. If you color it, and then try to put in characters, it messes with the colors. So I need to generate it, then color it, which means I need to keep track of what indexes are getting colored. It's the fun part. This theme is great. My brain isn't enjoying it though, so dark plus. Oh, yeah, let's go back to default. So I have lines. We love lines. And then we have coloring of lines. So whenever I call a color, I can't actually color it. I have to add it to be like a tracker of where we're going to color it. What are these? These are the lines. Do we have to... Yeah, we need to index this. So const color map equals... And then what do we have here? We have boring empty array. And here we have all of this. Oh, I can just regenerate it. Yeah, that's right. This is right. So object stacks map. Okay, and I'll set it to the color it needs to be. Okay, I think that's the idea. Well, how do I do this? Okay, so if I plus 1 triple equals origin. Yeah, and for these, they're going to be, how do I do with these? I'm creating functions right now, so these are no ops. So this is no op, no op, and then a spread of whatever the heck. No copilot. Well, I don't know who did that, but no, whoever you did that. There we go. So if you're the origin, congratulations, you're blue dabba-dee dabba-doo. And yeah, my coloring system, I changed it all the way up in the effort to figure out what was going on. So weird wrapping and binding. If I is destination, green foreground, otherwise return no op. But join together, oh geez. Oh geez. With 3 nothings. Okay, this is a little more complicated than I thought. Let's add the closing thingy, be happy. I need to keep track of what my current character index is. Okay, so basically a range of colors. So color ranges equals new map, I guess. Here comes the fun part. This is technically the bottom line. This is bottom line minus 1. So I do have an index here. So if color range, so color ranges dot set, this is going to be well, which one am I doing? I'm moving row column. So I is column. Yeah, this is the text I'm coloring. So it's -2 and I. Set that to make parentheses 2. Sure. Well, let's not do this. And I. We're using splice to set our positions. And yeah, you're not going to actually do any coloring here, so congratulations, you don't do that. A map with a side effect. Don't tell the JavaScript code, weenies. Now, the index is technically +2. Because we have this left padding right here. So that was probably the easiest one. I could just make 2 different color ranges, one for inverse, one for real. Hey, Naruto, I appreciate again that hydrate and posture check. Yeah. I mean, we're definitely not going to get all the colors done for this one. So yeah, you know what? We're going to take a actual full-on break, as Advent of Code has 6 minutes left. So let's take a real full-on break, or we can take that hydrate and posture check officially. And I'll catch y'all on the other side as we accomplish day 7 of Advent of Code. Oh, hey, yeah, Naruto, I appreciate you coming by, and yeah, have a good sleep for sure if you're still around, or have a good sleep in general still if you're not around. For you to come back as our break is coming to an end. Here we come, folks. Still got a minute left, so no rush just yet. Let's set this up. 100. Set up the right time. Bam. There we go. All ready to go. So, as usual, I have my solve.ts little template file. It brings in the input. It first runs my code on a test case using the assert library. If it fails, the code stops. Otherwise, it continues on running on the real input and console logging the output. Copy for solve1, solve2. And here I'm using Quokka. That allows me to visualize outputs and console logs in my code as I make changes as these cute little blue highlights. I have my input file right here for the paste. And we are ready to go. Let me check last second. Sudo Mateo does not appear to be on, so here we go. Great, here's an example. Oh, what the heck? Okay, nope, let's go to real input. What is they asking for? Oh my gosh, it's a bunch of Linux commands. This is absolutely terrifying. Oh, this is the most terrifying thing. We're getting into the weird stuff, folks. This is painful. Oh no. Well, this is my example. Oh, geez. Running commands. This is where Advent of Code has officially become, we've officially made it to the tougher parts, folks. Welcome to the ride. We're emulating a freaking operating system. Okay, CD means change directory. Go in one level to out, switches outermost. LS is list. 1, 2, 3, ABC. Dir name, great. Given the commands above, you can determine I have to build this. Here I'm for dictionaries outermost. Total size of each directory. What the heck am I supposed to do? Directory E, number. The outermost total size is this. Find all directories with total size of at least that. Calculate the sum of their total sizes. Ah, jeez, this is gonna be a long one, folks. But I bet Code GPT figured it out. Ah, great. Okay, we gotta start building it out. Const tree equals new map. For const line of. Technically, we don't want to split on lines. We want to split on commands. For const command of data dot split. Technically on the $sign. Are there $signs anywhere else? It's $sign space. Never mind. Thank you very much. We want to slice that one to skip the first, and then command. Let's see what command looks like. cd slash. These all look like valid command outputs. Okay, great. So we're going to say const cm command and output, right? So cmd args with the spread operator equals command split on the new line. Then dot split by space. We're not have to use any shell X. No, we're not. On the first new line, if we're being baddies, say const output equals command dot split new line dot slice one dot trim dot split new line slice one. That's not how we want to do it. Slice one. Hold on. Think thoughts. Map line dot trim dot filter line. Want to get rid of the bad lines. Filter line. Okay, this seems to be correct. Now, console log command args console log output, and of course break, because we don't want to burn our brains out. There we go. So we have cd slash. Why we did with that? I'm supposed to output 2. That's the incorrect answer. We're expecting this for that. Okay, we fail quickly. So cd /. We need to keep track of let current equals. What's our current initial directory? I'm assuming our current initial directory is /. Yeah, the pressure. Oh, well, I didn't know you were streaming. Of course, yeah. Go for it there, Madeline. Yeah. Those don't know. Fellow streamer doing the advent of code as we speak, apparently. But yeah, we have current right there. And whenever we see a cd command, if command triple equals cd, we have our two logics. If no, that's not current. That is let path equals an array, where it's a thing. It's a thing like that. So if command equals cd, if args 0 triple equals slash path equals this. Else if args equals, do we have double dots? What cd things? Double dot, auto level, path pop. Good. Last one. Else path push args. Great. This is exactly what we want to see. No, I think we need to build this data structure as is. So this is our cd command. We love cd. Big fan. Else if, what other commands do we have? ls. Triple equals. Now, I know part 2 is going to be like, add 15 more commands. So I'm going to try to do this the good way. Command equals ls means list. So I have to go through all the outputs. So for const line of output. So what we're going to see is the dir. What's the actual output? Oh, so it's an actual string of dir. So it's always 2, right? Const a b. Well, at first it's if a line starts with dir, then one thing, else another. So if it's a directory, then I guess we'll go build the structure out correctly, folks. Not cheat our way through. So this is directory, technically under the / or whatever. We're not using maps. So directory, children, empty array. No, children. We'll keep it generic. They are children things. This is a entity. There we go. So this is root. I said root. Children. It's going to be an object mappings. Okay, no matter what it is, though, it's going to be adding to children. I have to get our current position, though. So let's say const current entity equals root, and then let for. Wait, will CDs ever fail? If I CD to a place that doesn't exist, do I always ls though, or do I just assume CDs work? It finds the current directory, then makes that. It's part 2. We don't know. Okay, so for const dir of path. Ooh, thank you, Copilot. If the current entry doesn't have of children dir, then set it to a new thing. Yeah, so this is creating as we cd. Exactly. Entity. I know we shouldn't be doing this. So it's entity children is a record. I know we shouldn't be doing this speed, but we can readability right here. There we go. So that works there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to keep going until we get to where we want to go. And then what we're going to do is add line slice 4. That is janky as heck, but it works. Else, what we're going to do is size name is split there. Here we go. We have a size attribute, and that is sometimes something get. Size is a number sometimes, like right now. Congratulations, size, percent size. We love that. Now the fun part, a recursive walk function to keep track of the totals. Contains a single file. It contains, and the efficient thing is as you modify things, they add their sizes. We ain't doing that. Find all directories of total size of at most. Oh my reading comprehension. Less than this, okay, right? 9 and this. Okay, yeah, gotcha. So what we now need to do is function recur entity get size root. So it's get size root. Here's the fun part. If there is no entity size. Well, if there's a size, return entity size. That's for children. Then size is all this. Entity size. Ooh, we're calculating on the fly. That's good. Function collect all dirs with size under x. Entity, and then x number. He's saying I don't want to actually set the sizes here, right? So get rid of that. We're calculate and return it. Cost dirs under 1000 equals. Collect all dirs starting from the root. Do with that. Can you help me, Copilot? There we go. Name child dirs push. Name. That's a janky way of doing it. Okay, what do we actually care about? We cared about the sizes. So if child size. Hold up. No. Find all the directories of a total size of at most. Oh, okay, I did my math wrong. I did my math. Nope, I did my math wrong. Okay, we'll just make a thing. Let found equals a lovely array here. If size less than this number, found push size. There we go. Yeah, with side effects. Then I want to sum all these. So return found.reduce. Thank you. 0 equals great. Yeah, we don't want 0. Would help if I called my thing get size root. 0 does not equal big number. Great sadness. Number array. Greatness. So here comes the recursiveness. It's going to be super hard to read. But first, let's output. What do we have? Root. Is root good? Root is empty. Great. Because we have a break in here, don't we? There we go. How's root looking now? Root's got stuff in it. Look at 2. That's not right. Math checks out, though. Hey, we don't need good numbers. We just need good math. 122. Oh, okay. We gotta rush this now. We got to rush this. Total available 70. Total you need unused. Find the directory that will free up the space needed. Total space is this. Oh, math. Both too small, deleting them. However, D are big enough between. Choose the smallest. Okay, I need to choose. Lots of hard coding they're talking about here. Okay, part 2 is this or whatever. Okay, no, I've janked this up, which means usually when you mess it up, you're not going to be able to succeed on part 2 quickly. But we're gonna try. We will try. Try our best. Get in there, input. Big number. We love big number. Big fan of big number. Okay. Find all the directories. So it's about directories. Find the one that deleting. These are hard-coded numbers. Choose the smallest D, increasing unused space by 249. Total size of the directory that deleting will increase, blah, 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 blah. There's still a bit of math, though. Let's bring in all our code. We love our code. Our code's best code. Come on, code. Boop. Hello, code. Available. So let's hard code some numbers here. Available equals big number. Come on, semicolon. Const needed equals other big number. Find a directory that will free up enough space. Okay, total space of outermost directory and the amount of unused space. In the example above, the total size of the outermost directory is a big number. And thus the total amount of used. There we go. Okay, so const used equals root get size root do math, please do math. Copilot save. There you go. Available no, it's actually get size root. There we go. I did have that right. Brain slow. Okay, put that there. Don't crash. I said don't crash. Good enough, good enough, good enough. Yeah, I said it when I saw it. I'm afraid a lot of people will be dropping with day 7, sadly. That's a fun one. It's a fun challenge. Unique challenge. You're not going to see this on Code Wars or Elite Code. Okay, so find possible. So possibles equals if used minus size is greater than needed and so what Copilot, what'd you write for me? Cannot access user for declaration. Oh great. Let's okay, get size doesn't do this anymore. Function find deletable entity. There we go. If entity has a size, entity size less than no, we don't delete things. You have entity size. Turn. You're bored. Find deletable. Find deletable DIRs that will up enough space. Let found equals. I already have rep there. No, come on, Copilot, help me. Help me. Size of children? No, that's not what we're looking for. I mean, we are counting our size of children, so. If size of children less than needed, that's needed total. Possibles push. I mean, I can trust that. Why are you doing more children looping? Oh, do this to each of our children. Yeah, that makes sense. Now let's output possibles. Okay, this is on fire. Put out the fire. Found is not defined. Oh, now we have actual error. Expected to equal coolness. We love this. Why you no run my solve 1, right? Nope, solve 2. Okay, well maybe you take too long. You stop doing stuff. There we go. Okay, it's just too big of code. Oh, would help if I ran my code, right? So find deletable DIRs that will free up enough space. Root. Great, all of these, and I want the smallest one. So return math.min. This is an array. Don't forget to spread it. 584. That will free up enough space. The size of children greater than or equal to needed. I got smart numbers go wrong way. Nope, that's not what it is. Okay, let's think of that. Increase unused by X. Dictionaries E and A are too small. Are both big enough, so if I delete it, it will increase the need of at least 30,000. Okay, let's figure out how all these variables then. So use space is this much. Okay, so if used minus size of children is less than needed. Expected 2 arguments but got 1. Well, that's a lie. Size of children. Why are you doing this? Oh, we got output. I don't think I got top 100, but... No. Ah, that's not good. It's the worst error we could get. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh boy. Means our code ran. Okay, let's look at possibles. That's gonna be a big output. Okay, second possibles is 4412, 44. We see duplication. That's not good. Size of children equals this is use size of children less than needed, push to possibles. Let's look at our root. We should have that lying around. Available. Don't think that actually matters there. Let's see what's going on. Where's my root? I'm outputting at some point. Get rid of that. No, let's get rid of that at the root 1, 2. Don't need console clock. I'm freaking out. Okay, trimmed that down. Check out the roots. Great. Okay, it's not doing that. I'm definitely not getting top 100 for this. Okay, lots of life going on. We love this. So yeah, let's see. We have children under root, children under... Again, we've done this again. How do we keep doing this? Yeah, again, however we did this, we've messed up our thing from before, and this is what's going on. Output path. What is up with path? How do you keep changing? So you go root, then you go root. Path looks freaking great. Drop that semicolon. The paths look beautiful. Ah, here we go. Current entry equals root for dir of path. We need to get drop entirely. There is no /. Current root is like this. Okay, that makes a lot of things easier. Did that change my number? Would help if I remembered. 3019. Ew, that didn't change it. That makes root easier to manage, so I should do that. Root is easier to manage. So we have A, which has all of this, all of sizes. It's gotta be my logic right here, because this is recursively doing the thing. For a child of this, get size. This assumes get size works. If there's a size, give me size. Otherwise, calculate size of children. That is correct. I mean, spitting out 2 numbers. So wait, let's drop... When it's spitting out 2 numbers. What if I just try the other one? So it's giving me 301. If I try this one, how about that one? No. No. Not good at all. I could think this through. So it's just minus the 40,000, right? That's how much we need to free. Wait a minute. Did we change? No, we need to free 40,000. It's minimum needed 400,000 or whatever. 47. Does that change from clipboard? Oh, that is slightly different. 8 seconds. After this is gonna make me wait a whole minute. Yeah, it's been another 4. Oh, 500. Okay, we got it. Oh, that part one is awfully close, top 100, but I'm good there. Ah, victory! Woo! Oh, they have a Mastodon thing. That's neat. It is making a Christmas tree, folks. Knew it. Wow, 10 minutes. Okay, I guess 5 minutes was me solving it. I feel like 6 minutes was solving. The other 4 was me freaking out and debugging. But yeah, best one so far. So I mathed it wrong, and it worked in the first one, but not the second one, which is unfortunate. The math got me. But that's okay. Okay, let's make this a lovely commit. Hold on, let me check something else out in the meantime. There we go. But yeah, so first we're just gonna commit this as is, drop our consoles, then go into the optimization stage. So I'm gonna comment that. Yeah, the only thing we really get rid of is our comments. So my brain was like, well, let's not think thoughts for a moment. And let's check that comment. Okay, make this commit. Add 2022. A07 TypeScript solution. There we go. And yeah, time for the polish. Now the first part is actually pretty straightforward. Function build file system. Data string, gonna return an entity. What do you know? Const root, entity of children. And that's not how we do the path. We found a better way. Where'd my music go? There it is. So that just taking me a hydrate. Okay, let's find the cool path, which is basically all this code right here. The cool code. Da-da. Boop. There we go. The cool code. From this, we will return the root. Loving that. Let's clean this up. So I did parsing and everything, expecting part 2 to be like, okay, you like commands, have some more commands. Part 2 did not do as dirty like that, so we can kind of be okay with this. I'm thinking about the way I'd like to parse it. It's like looking at the input, for example. We're going to parse it line by line. And then we're going to be like, okay, if line is not this, then it's output. You may pass it to output of previous thing. See, like we're making this generic because Advent of Code has a tricky pattern of building on itself. So I'm not going to be too surprised if the this comes back as a part 4 tomorrow. Sorry, brain was like, let's stop the thoughts. Okay, so we're gonna go for let I equal 0, I less than lines length I plus plus. We are using a cute little I here. Lines dot length.
Well, technically, any command can have output. So my regex actually might not be too bad. Yeah, actually, I like my regex. I was thinking, like, we'll be about to go bad regex. Yeah, about to go bad regex. I don't mean to, but it's good for text manipulation and matching. We're matching text here. Yeah, so we want to have a line that starts with a $, followed by any old commando, followed by a group, matching group, not matching group, of commands, followed by spaces, as many times as we want, like this, which should allow both. Oh, hold up, I did something wrong. I done goofed. Oh, that $, it's not escaped. There we go. And nope, that's not doing it. It's not doing it. Space is optional. Oh, there we go. So if you see the thing, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Nope, someone's being awfully greedy. Too greedy. There we go. Now you're real capturing groups. I want you to each be your own group. Quiet. Group of groups. It's a group of groups. It's a group. No. Now, how do we do this? Group of groups. Each has their own capture. Is this possible in regex? You tell me, regex. Speak to me, regex. Oh, never mind. Okay, sure. I guess let's do the bad way of catching the args. How do I do that? I go forward, because I did have it. There you go. Hold on, go forward more. Okay, just capture the rest of the line, I guess, eh? That is optional group dot everything rest of line. Oh, someone's awfully greedy. You want as many characters as you want, then the space is optional, but no, the space ain't optional. Space or end of line. Huh? I shouldn't be doing this. Hey, maybe this is a bad idea. This might be a bad idea, folks. Yeah, feels like a bad idea. Okay, so I want to go through every command, parse out its content, and then parse out its stuff. So I can do regex split at least here to indicate, hey, the line starts with this. I can do that at least. Split, slice one, good. Now we have command args, that's right, by the space. And then output. Output's not always needed until we need it. Okay, so this is where I'm going to pull out a switch case. Switch command, case CD, CD. Well, that's not how you do it, Copilot. CD args. Case ls. ls. Well, that's a string. Come on there. I'm also gonna want to pass it output. It doesn't have any arguments, does it? No. I mean, the real one does, but this one doesn't. Okay, so figure out my generic structure. Args. And then there's no output. Great. We're packing it up in a cute little thing. Args. Output. Now the output is just going to be the raw part. So cost line
output. There we go. Split. Will we do the trimming and stuff here? Not yet. There you go. You're not going to do that there. This will pass output to all the things. Makes only sense. Then we have our cute little functions. We'll declare them right up here. Function cd args. You only have args. You only care about args. Command props. That's a great name for it. Command props has, don't do this VS Code, arg, which is an array of strings, and then output, which is a string. They'll parse it on their own. They being me. Never mind, it's an array of strings. Congratulations on the upgrade. Maybe I would like to trim all these lines though. So map line dot trim dot filter boolean. Only keep the true lines. And this one is a line split space for command and args. Loving that. Now for CD. Go. CD. Now for args, we're going to do structure out. Destination. That's how we spell it. So now we can use destination instead of poor old arg0. Path here is a string of this. What's PWD stand for again? I'm going to use whatever that's called. Current working print work directory. There we go. So I'm going to call this work path. Work path. There we go. And this is root. We love root. Root's our best friend. Children are optional though in my entity. We're about to. Technically, I need an interface that is non-overlapping, but we're not getting there yet. Okay, so if it's this, do this, pop. Yeah, pop doesn't explode if that doesn't blow up. Trying to think. CD. No, we don't. We're not supporting the entire CD command here. Let's bring out ls. Function ls. We have args. We love args. We don't do whatever the heck you're about to do there. Loving it. Stop doing that. I will copy my own code. Thank you very much. Which I know it was doing for me, but it's alright. Okay, now this is a cool little function. It's going to be walk to directory. Navigate to directory, walk to directory. I don't know, it's a helper function either way. Function get root, get entity path, an array of strings, like this. So if no path, well, stop that. If no path dot length, turn entity. You made it, folks. Otherwise, here we go. If it doesn't exist, create it. That's not really what you're supposed to do, but we're gonna. Then return the next one you found and move on for your life. Great, and this is always an entity. Why would you be anything else? Let current entity equals this code, root and current work path. Loving that. Yeah, let's make this a const since we can. Then we'll say current working directory thing. There we go. If it's a directory, then yeah, we're doing the slice for because it works. Else size name
is like that. So this works. Great, now let's do this. That still looks fine. Yeah, and that just generates all of these. Let's auto format that for me. That did nothing. Trying to think of a better way to do this. So children I'm about to make optional, but it should be a type. Okay, I know what it is. Type file for. We're gonna be explicit around these parts. There we go. Then it's gonna be interface file entity type file size. So there you go. Then we're gonna have a interface directory entity type directory with children. Loving that. Which means that these two can be dropped. And this is called, what is it? Base entity. And this can be a base entity. I don't know which one should interfere. I guess we'll do an interference of type entity equals file or directory. You can do that like that. Glad to hear it. Now, instead of using a whatever that was, we'd use full entities. Well, this one is technically directory entity type. Congratulations. There we go. So you're given a get entity. So this technically could end up as a file. If no path length, return entity. Again, I'm just finding behavior that literally doesn't matter for the prompt. If no path length is entity, or entity dot type triple equals file, then you can't go any further. Do that. Then there we go. So entity is a directory. We're going to set its children to a new thing. Type of directory, because you're making a folder within a folder, which I believe is behavior we do not support. Do I need to do this? I think I do. Okay, let's see what you're angry about. Current working directory is a full one. So instead of just get entity, we're going to call this get entity. Yeah, always down the directory entity. Boop, 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 boop. Entity full directory. What's up with that? It's because it can sometimes be a file. Yeah, possible for it not to do that, but we over here, we're just gonna be like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You have children, you're gonna give this a type directory. Congratulations. Give you a type. You're so confused. Directory, you don't. Actually, you're a file. You don't get children. Boop. There we go. Okay, I'm loving this. Realizing I didn't need this really as its own function, but it's here now. Technically, we're returning a directory entity. It's root. A root. Loving that. Okay, so now all of this becomes const root on a new line equals build file system. Love that. Get size is full entity. If entity dot type equals file, then you know it's got its own size. Otherwise, calculate it for us. Now math is bad because math is bad. Why is math bad? Math should be good. Show me the root. This looks great. It's a directory with an ls. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Big whoops. So that got wrong. Yeah, so we have line. Just the one. Cool. So this isn't like multi-line, right? I have to say M. There we go. The regex wasn't matching all the lines. It was matching the first one because we said beginning of string, not beginning of line. Drop the M, it's beginning of lines. And look, it loves math now. Loving that. What does our root look like? Root looks beautiful. Okay, now our found, we are abusing regex here. Let's try not abusing regex. Not regex, recursive function. So the way we do this is we're recursively calling on all the things, and then once we find something, we're pushing it to another side effect thing. This is not what one is supposed to do. So this part's kind of easy. We could continue regex, but instead of returning size, we return... We do want to return size. Yeah, this isn't... Yeah, we're not going to do this the regex way, because we're also returning a second one of a filtered special magic thing. So we're going to build this into a stack. Stack is going to be of full entities. There you go. There you go. It's going to be while stack length. We start pulling things out of our stack. There you go. Pull out our entity if it's a file. What do we care about in part 1 again? What were we doing? Why are we here? Find all the directories of a total size of at most 10,000. Great. If it's a file, then we return the size. Hold on, why are you being... Okay, it's... Why can't you figure that out, TypeScript, if while there's a length, you're not... Okay, TypeScript, I love you. I love you, but come on. If it's a file, ignore it. Otherwise, or let's size equals 0. For children, push to the thing. Size, add. If you're a file, add that. Otherwise, get size. This is a recursive call. It's not too expensive, but we do need to run it. Oh, we're getting a little more expensive with our usage here now. Actually, I think the expense is the same. Wait, what was my logic? If less than this big number. If size less than big number. Found that push size number array equals hello. Found sizes push. Found sizes reduce. And I deleted get size, so that's not happening anymore. Well, my brain is going super optimized, so we can't go there yet. So make a cool helper. Get size, entity, full entity. If it's a file, great. Yeah, literally what we had before. I bet you could use a reduce on this. Watch me do this. Return dot reduce size child. Oh, symbols. Size plus get child. Why are you no happy? Because reduce is not smart. Is reduce dumb? Is that what's up? Get size. Oh, I have to. Now you're cool. Why aren't you cool? You return a number. Cool. Okay, it's like, I can't figure it out. That's okay though. So if you're a file, do that. Lovely little ternary, never hurt nobody too badly. Only a little bit. Remember to swap it. Type is directory. We wanna. I like the big ones up front. There we go. That looks lovely. And this is still working. Good math. Love a good math. Get rid of those. And technically, we don't want to push any files to the thing. So, if child type equals file continue. Yeah, this will never be an issue, I suppose. Size and push to the stack. And hello, welcome to the iterative approach, which I like. Well, I did like it before I broke it. This is the part that needs to only happen. So technically, we'll swap it around. If you're a directory, then we say it can be calculated. Which means this is only a directory containing thing. Directory entity. There you go. So we can drop that conditional entirely. Loving that. Okay, let's peruse part 2. See how much we can just rip on over. So const root equal build file system. Full get size. We already have our own get size. Enjoy that. Full entity, congratulations. If entity type equals file tootaloo. Okay, and that still works. Okay, what's my actual answer? Is that 447, 403, 47? There. Okay. It does, in fact, still work. So that was an easy change there. Now needed. So let me turn this into human so I can understand why I was off my number. If how much I used minus the number I'm about to delete is less than how much I needed, my brain does not like this math. Well, why am I using this? Const size equals get size entity size. There we go. Hey, whiz causing nothing much. Just doing and polishing up the Advent of Code Day 7 problem over here. It was the first one that I know not everyone is going to attempt, because we kinda left beginner, left Leak Code Bee, left Code Wars. We're now on some very unique niche hash map within a hash map structure, but it's fun. It is still fun. Oh, look at the output they generated. Okay, visualization. Generate this cool output. It's one thing we gotta do. And then I wrote some dirty recursive functions, but they work. They work okay. Needed. What's this math again? Hey, Robooso. Nothing much. Just trying to brain around math. To run the update, you need math. Yeah, it's going pretty well. Kind of lucked out just by changing numbers to get this one. Part 2 at least. But yeah, just gotta understand it now. So total is 70,000 or 7 whatever. This is 7. I need unused of at least 3 to find enough to free up Math. Yeah, I mean, I got it to work. I just don't know why it works. That's the best code, right? It's like, it works. But why does it work? Hey, pictures are there to follow their highlight stars. Oh, that's a good name. High stars in the light. Or highly luminescent stars, actually. There we go. Hope your Tuesday or Wednesday maybe is treating you well. Maybe I'll just, okay, so I'll just convert this, because recursive is depth first search. I want the smallest one, so I'll need to iterate over all of it eventually, so I guess I'll leave one recursion, just so I can have it on the books, because I already converted the above to a iterative stack-based solution. Oh, why did I make that a cost? Why did I make that a cost? There we go. Well, I could have made this a generator. That would have been cool. Can't call reduce on a generator, so it would have been useless. But yeah, let's go ahead and rename this recur. It's a classic recursive function name. Const deletables. I'm sure that's a real word. That's gotta be a real word. Wait, is that delectables? Don't. Okay, I did typo it. Real good. Nope, I actually want deletables. Deletable. Okay, I did type it right. Boop. There we go. So, our recursive thing was gonna be like, hey, if this is a file, ignore it. We don't care about files. Otherwise, calculate the size and do this to the rest of our children. And if used, minus is less than needed. I know I can do this math better. Okay, let's see if we can actually get this. So log used size needed. I know I can do this. Let's use it on the not part 2, so I can read some of it. Okay, so okay, I understand it now. So I need this to be at less than the 4 big number. Let's figure out another way to do this that my brain likes reading more. So it's basically, is there no better way to do this? So I can calculate a dependent number based on all this. So based on use and based on needed, which is the wrong number technically. Where is it? You need unused space of at least this. So cost, let's see, cost total equals the 7 number. I can calculate this out. Watch me math. Then we got the root, which we need there. So that'll be const need to delete equals, well, let's see if that's correct. Need to delete 183. Looking at our output, I don't know. 183.81165. 183.86165, which means according to this, only 2 are possibles or deletables, which is the giant one, and the other one, it's the opposite of what I'm actually, I've literally selected the opposite math. Wait, really? Let me relook it again. If number is greater than need to delete. Okay, I can do this. If size size greater than how much I need to delete. Oh, put the symbol the right way. There we go. Okay. I figured the math out, or I got some help on the math. So used minus total plus math. Not even once, folks. So let's see what this. Total space. I was gonna set it to this one. Technically, this needed is wrong. 3. Does that break anything? Okay, I'm glad my typo didn't break anything. Total space, big number, needed space, that number. Make it cool variables. We love variables and customizable stuff. Okay, not stop freaking out now. There we go. Still works, and on the big one, 4473403, still works. Okay. We decoded the math. Used total. Yeah, we do need that. So, do we need the root for anything? We need the root for access. Great. Deletables. Yes, we need all that kind of up there. Size, if size greater than this. It's basically a conditional push, which we're here. And yeah. And since recursion's not actually returning anything, I can return, a reference to a list. Here we go. So it's returning the math min of this. The side effect is not a cool thing. So deletables.push, what all the cool things you return from you, I return deletables. Yeah, so you're returning a numbered array, because when recursive, go all the way, folks. Maximum call, oh, don't do that. Did I typo? Oh, it needs it as a parameter. I have to create it, I guess. Great. Extra memory. It's not gonna hurt no one. There we go. Recursive and fully functional. This is a bit of a... we can conditionally declare deletables. There you go. So const deletables equals size greater than need to delete. Look at that. Okay, we still need to put size in. I didn't do anything really there. Look at that. Nothing that just happened. Why are you angry? Oh, need a camera. Okay, great. It all still works. Don't know what that's doing there. Okay, this is lovely. I am loving this. What's this number represent? What do you mean? Maximum directory size is 10,000, 100,000. It's number. Size less than at most. At most means including. I know it doesn't change it, but that's what at most means in my brain. Okay, I am loving this. Children. Is children the correct word here? I mean, all these could be better words, I suppose. But we're good here if it's optimize. Optimize 2022 day 07 TypeScript. But we're not done just yet. I don't think we're going to get to the crane just yet, but we might get to the crane. I mean, the thing about stopping me from going to the crane is this cool little ASCII visualization here. Okay, what's stopping me from finishing the crane? The colors is the only thing I personally need. I need the parser too, technically. Okay, how? Okay, it's a little painful. I think we can visualize this. So we're gonna visualize this. Visualize T. It's gonna be a simple one. Not a pretty one just yet, but we'll make a pretty one eventually. It's gonna kind of like be like this, but they'll be popping up and stuff. And it'll kind of be some kind of stick figure drawing to the current working directory in some way. But right now, we're going to do the baddie way, which is the building of the file system, to be honest. There we go. Why you? Oh, it's because duplicate. It's VS Code or TypeScript. So confused. Like, why you duplicate? It's like, I don't duplicate. You just aren't thinking about your project. Okay, so I think the simple thing is iterating through each thing. A prefix is going to be the depth times 2. The depth repeat this times 2. Text here and text here. I think I can do that. I appreciate that. Whoa, dude. Yeah, it's definitely the proudest one I'm proudest with so far. Like all I got really left to do on it is the color thing, which is annoyingly, I know it's possible. The duration and speed thing, which is gonna be a little tough considering I'm using Blessed. But yeah, I mean the color thing is the only thing I need before I'm happy with it. The rest of it's all fun stuff. But yeah, I do love the crane. And yeah, thanks for coming on by. Whoa, dude. We're making this cute little visualization right now. It's not a visualization, we're just printing it out like this, which is why we're doing it day of. Root. Oh, actually, this is no root to string. Directory entity, and then let lines equal thing, function, her, entity, any entity. Nope, that's not it. Your base entity. No, your full entity. You do have a depth, don't you? Depth is a number. Starts at 0. Again, we're being bad because the recursion, as once you get it right, it's easy to write, you know? It's easier to write, but harder to read. The iterative one is easier to read, but harder to write. Okay, yeah, so let's start building these strings up. You want to help me, Copilot? Be really cool of you. There we go. If it's a file, repeat this for depth plus... Okay, we actually got some flamming to do here. I'm about to go full Unicode. I'm going to match the output. So, boop, boop, boop. So it's going to be space dot repeat depth times 2. For sure, whoa, dude. Yeah, that's always the fun part. Like, it's getting those beginning and endings. Once those are good, you're basically done if you're recursion, that base case. But yeah, it can be easy to let it get out of control really quickly. Oh, entities don't have names. Oh, no. The names are their keys from their parents. That's big ouch. The biggest of ouches. Okay, we're going to extend our entity. Name string. Congratulations, you got a name. This is where you would complain, TypeScript, but sure, don't complain. There you go. No, where is it? There you go. Name. Name. You get a name. Why you not complain? Name is not assignable default entity. Well, sure it is. Oh, TypeScript. Close this file. Save, close, reopen. Duplicate. Okay. TypeScript super confused. That's okay. Name is / you'll get along. So how are we gonna name directories? If line starts with dir, then dir name, right here's the name. I'll probably move this to the other one too. In a refactor, cached name equals tada. Name. Everyone gets a name. Awesome. There we go. So now that we have access to our freaking name, it is name or entity.name. You're a file. We know it. Your size is... Now, do they use commas? They do not because they're evil. Entity size. Otherwise, it is this little thing. Boop, ba-doo. Command template. Well, it's quite literally what we have here. Boop. But instead of it does entity name, dir, but no size. Now we could have a size, but we're gonna match what they have. Depth +1, and then we're gonna return root to string. Now if what is it? Console log root. Oh, that's wrong. Not root to string. Lines join a new line character, but I pass to root to string. Build file system. Our lovely string, which is way up here. Moment of truth. I think I'm in the wrong folder. Day 7. Actually, some pretty ASCII. Ooh, great sadness. Freaking out. Does not exist. Well, it does. Type directory string. Well, I'll have you know very much this is 0.5. What are you doing looking in that? Okay, TypeScript is angry about everything now. Can't do nothing right with TypeScript. Okay, it's not gonna be happy, I guess. Can we just say you're an interface? Will that make you not look at other files? How do we do this interface? Is that right? Extends duplicate. I did. Very uncool of you. Okay, we're just gonna do a rename. Type. Viz full entity. Be happy. Directory entity. Why are you... Okay, great. Everyone gets a rename. You're bringing on the wrath here. File entity. Yep, everyone gets a rename. There's only one here. Huh. I don't know what base entity was even doing. Type directory is not assignable object by only, and name does not exist in viz directory entity. Oh, neither of these extend the base entity. Well, that's on me. Or viz. Whoops. TypeScript was wrong. Right, I was wrong. Let's see if that makes it happy. Pretty ASCII, please. Oh no, lots of thinking. That's usually a recurring cry for help. Help. Recur child. No, that's doing right. Oh, you're not using the name there. Name of a directory. That's my name. Hold on, you're also not supposed to be naming your children, you're supposed to be naming yourself. Great, that's great. Let's stop this and console log, I guess. Log entity name, since you all got one of those. Oh, now you want to work. Okay, weirdo. Wow, what the heck out there? What the? Okay, let's get rid of that one. Okay, let's see if this looks... I mean, it looks pretty close. Let's bring in both examples. Copy. Exhibit A. Exhibit B, folks. Look at that. I'm copying and pasting. There is zero difference. We have successfully generated the ASCII diagram as they have intended. I'm gonna fix some indentation here. Oop. Bada bang. We're also gonna want to return here. Boop. There we go. Ain't that nice? Did have to change this a little bit, which I'll probably next time send back to the root file. As you, I keep coming back to this. I want to get the colors working. My brain does not see an easy way to do it. Okay, let's give a partial try. Because the thing that's not easy is that this is -2, so it's from the bottom up. So I need to splice on a negative, because this all gets reversed. That's the painful part. I can do it. I just gotta slowly... Incremental changes, folks. Incremental changes. We'll start with coloring these, I suppose. Okay, yeah, so this is all the positioning. We love positioning. Don't color things. Stop coloring. No colors. Well, hold on. You're splicing. You're allowed to color if no one after you colors. So we're gonna let you break the rules. Let you break the rules. You know what? While we're here, yeah, I'd like a yellow crane. Let's make the crane yellow. Why not? What the heck is this? Don't know. We're making it yellow. I'm using the weird wrapping system too. When it rains, it pours. Nah, come here, you. There you go. Okay, so this is all fine because nothing after breaks. It's literally and physically after. So like these are changes. Like we make a change in our box. We make it. It's not a box. So this is our box. We make a change right here. As long as we don't touch anything after, that doesn't mess it up. So as we draw our thing, since it's the last thing we draw, we make all of this untouchable, but it's still safe because we weren't touching any of this anyway. Okay, this is good. This is good. So this is all good. So what I need to do is before... Actually after, right? Hold up. Place characters first, color things later. I'll have to color things in a range of bottom right to top left. So if the crane is going down right here, but there's a stack of boxes right here, the coloring of the crane will mess these colors up unless I have colored them before I draw the crane. And all of that coloring happens here. But if I color it first, that means crates on this side will mess this coloring up. So it needs to be done in 2 separate passes. No cheeky cheating for me, unfortunately. Which means I'm gonna have to coordinate. I mean, these will be easier coordinates to track than the other ones, but still. Pain. Oh, where'd that go? Boop. There we go. I'm feeling that's about right. Maybe so. Yeah, feels about right. Sorry, brain got mushed. And color all the things. Great. Yeah, since these don't change, these are just visual, not the colors, I can do that there. So we're going to start coloring the bottom, which I think is 2 from the bottom of the matrix. So if I go to for const row call of color ranges keys, we want to say const real. So if row raw row const row equals raw row less than 0, length plus raw row, which is -2. So -1 will put you on the last line, -2 second to last. Good. And then there we go. So we get the color, we get the value. Great, we should have done that earlier. Entries, let's destructure that even further. Color function. Now what we're going to want to do is, there we go, matrix row call, not wrap. Oh, what are we storing? We're storing the color names. Yeah, okay, I guess we're not. Color name. Let's get rid of that. I want to use entries. Entries is cool. Okay, so this should color the bottoms, nothing more. Great, nothing's colored. So either it's not in there, well, it has to not be in there. Color ranges. 5 plus 1 is origin. Blue foreground, black foreground. Okay, interesting. Let's stop at 1 frame. So wherever we're doing all of this, where are we calling origin and destination, right? This is where we stop all the things. So we get 1 frame with a crane, 1 frame with the crane. Oh, excuse you. Okay, who's doing more stuff? Oh, this is only if the thing doesn't match. Great. Who's calling stacks to lines first? Okay, I guess you're calling stacks to lines first. You're the first one to render it. Origin, destination. Yeah, so this is a good place to go. Then return. That's it. That's on me. 1 frame out of sync. Ah, great thoughts. Where's the red? Where's the red, Fred? Carrying argument null is not assignable. Well, don't worry. It's not null when you have it. Don't know why you're angry about that now, but that's cool TypeScript. Great. 1 frame. Things there. Not seeing any colors, though. Seeing a lack of colors. Okay, you. row column equals wrap color name. Oh, wrap doesn't do anything. I think I turned it off. Yep, I turned it off. So let's turn wrap back on. That one was on me and my goldfish memory. Look at that. There's a 1 down there. There's not a 2 because these need to be right to left. So fix that. Actually, why isn't there a 2? Yeah, wait a minute. The 2's green. The 1. Did I goof the colors? If origin is blue foreground, destination is green foreground. Moving 1 from origin, blue foreground, to green foreground. Should at least be able to figure that part out, folks. Moving from origin is green, destination is blue. Yeah, I just goofed it. Okay, don't know how I did that so badly. Oh, it's J. I'm supposed to be using it. Nope, I'm looking at the wrong one. So this used to work. If I plus 1 equals origin, blue. I guess I just got it wrong. Why are the crates colored, though? So I'm not coloring the crates. 1, 2. Okay, only one of them's working either way. It's greatly sad. I guess I get to console log these. Console log raw row call color name. Yes, Monster. I developed a little bit of a directory system. It didn't get too complicated. So yeah, my base entity was the type file of directory. The files had a size, the directories had children, and I unified them under a full entity. And then I built a file system like that, yeah. And I actually visualized it too. So, like the ASCII diagram, well, wrong folder. I took the input, traversed through it, did a little string concatenation, and ta-da! Character for character match for this thing. But yeah, built the directories. As far as traversal, so after building it, put that in its own little function. A little recursive size getter, so I didn't cache it, unfortunately. For part 1, I went with a stack, traversed through it, found the directories, or found whatever was like the size it was, kept those, summed them. For part 2, I went recursive though. Recursive that returned a list of all the ones that were deletable, which is basically scary math to figure out the minimum amount, the minimum size something needs to be significant enough that deleting creates enough free space. I explained that math so poorly because I understood it so poorly. Oh, okay. Articles. I do not really. So it's definitely a hash map. So it's a nested hash map, really. So this is where TypeScript kind of helps a bit. Oh, your team. Okay, yeah, you're going for something serious then. Yeah, I mean it's a little bit more than a messing around leak code, but yeah, basically, I mean, you can look toward kind of like how Linux does it, like replicate a bit of, at least conceptually, how they do it, or like a serious brute force would be this way, where every directory is an entity, and those entities refer to other entities. It depends on what you mean by build one. Build like a listing of one, a reference of one, or a physically accurate directory system. Because that's like basically a file system at that point. I would not know how that far would go. But at least structurally, this isn't a bad space. Sounds like an interesting project either way. But yeah, would not know any particular articles, so. Hmm. Mainly because I've never really needed to build one. Okay, yeah. So Linux server interact web app. Okay, yeah. So I mean, so yeah, you're not building your own architecture from scratch. That makes it a lot easier for sure. So since it's a literal Linux server, all of your concepts are going to be Linux based or any file directory structure based. So if they can store files and create folders, then they're going to be able to access a root directory. So that's going to be similar to what I mentioned, a directory like object in which it has a location. Then it's going to have inside that are going to be children, other directories. They will have names. They might have other meta information. Basically, whatever meta information you can scrape off actual Linux, modified time, created time, whatever you're willing to pass on to the web interface. And then from then on forward, that's how the data is going to flow. If you're talking about more on the user interface side, like the actual web app, you're definitely going to get a bit of advantage with recursive visual components. So a visual component that can render itself, like either as a directory or an entity. I've done checkboxes. Oh, what's the extension? I've used an extension before that handles files and directories. It's an old extension though, so the tech is probably outdated, but the concept, or at least the terms, might be useful. Let me go scrounge that up. Thank you. This break's brought to you by Spectrum. Because I'm pretty sure I did not make it on my own. But if I did, it's going to be really boring. Pop up. Browser polyfill. I hope I didn't make this on my own. Bookmarks create, great. Where's the viz? There you go. Filter children. Nope. Okay, that's something else. Generate tree. Recursive component. So it's kind of like if we're talking in React or any Vue thing, it's something that can create or render itself. Oh wow, okay. I generated this basically here, but this is an example of a recursive component. It's just a vanilla JavaScript one. So generate node outputs an HTML element for a list item. So it creates an LI, which is clickable. And eventually, it adds as children to itself a recursion, a calling of itself for all of its children. Well, the point of creating one, I think the video here might demonstrate. So let's fast forward on this. There we go. Let me full screen. So you see there's a folder here. They can click the folder and see all the folder contents because you said you had folders and they want to be able to navigate them. And then do that, of course, until they get to files like so. Some folders are empty and all that. If you're going for a tree view, then a recursive component or any kind of thing would be kind of an easy go-to. Otherwise, if you're going exactly like Google Drive, you're doing a bunch of tiles, so you'd have breadcrumbs at the top would be like where you're at and stuff. So you wouldn't necessarily need a recursive component. It'd just be rendering all the content of the current folder as a bunch of little square components. And these are the breadcrumbs. So it's an nav bar. Yeah, it depends on the view you're trying to support. I mean, bookmarks wasn't too different from a file system, though, so. I guess I have worked with a tiny, tiny file system. The tiniest. Yeah. I guess it all really depends on what you and your team are stuck on in particular. Okay, create the backend. Yeah. So there's going to be somewhere where there's stuff stored, and I guess your backend API will allow for a few operations. So you'll be able to list all the contents of a directory. Then you'll be able to maybe list all of the contents of a directory and all of its content. So recursive listing, or okay, I know you don't like recursion, a stack-based listing. Or so that's reading. You're gonna be able to create files, so that's creating. You're gonna be able to delete files, deleting, updating files, which you can make just by deleting and creating. Yeah, for sure. That's a fair amount of decisions go into that. Sometimes you need to just make a proof of concept though to see how those decisions pan out. You can spend forever on the design phase if you really want. Why this no look good? There it is. Column 2, column 3. Da da da. Oh, well. Old value. Matrix row, matrix call. New value. Matrix row, matrix call. Hey, of course, yeah, I'm glad I was able to help a little bit. There is like the one dash of security, so like you're gonna have your backend to be like because you're running on a system, so it's like yeah, you got like your app, whatever. And then you're gonna have a directory of like users where all the users will go. You're gonna make sure they can't be like, oh, I'm gonna create a folder at the location dot forward slash dot forward slash dot env and try to read your secrets or stuff. But there are libraries that you can use to, or you can do it manually to make sure they don't try to make some nefarious request to access anything outside of the user's quote sandbox of data. But that, of course, is after you actually get it working. Oh, okay, so this did its thing. Column's wrong. Bad column. You're a bad column. Because the column is freaking set by this. So it works for the first, but it needs to be column math. My friend, you've come for me again. Okay, maybe just using the fancy one does not work. Let label equals for sure. Yeah, once you get it working, you can worry about security and all that fun stuff. For const key I of object.keys stacks. But yeah, it sounds like a fun project for sure. Now all this logic, I guess, goes down here. Now we're gonna do something. So if I triple equals 0, or if I is 0, or I triple equals object.keys stacks length. So if you're the first or the last, well, this isn't right. We need to not this entire thing. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, it always is when it's like so much possibility. So many things would go wrong. So many, like things you really need to get working before anything works, right?
It's a good challenge, but it can definitely feel overwhelming at some points. Yeah, that's not where it goes. There we go. 3 lovely spaces. Yeah, that's the glue that sticks these things together. Great, we love that. Why are you angry? Keys dot entries. No, now why are you angry? Condition will always return false since type string and number. Oops, daisy. There we go. We love TypeScript. TypeScript best friend. Now instead of returning a key, we're all like, hey, label key, ka-chow. So this should just visually be where the heck it should be. Now our logic here, we're not using I anymore. We're just using label length plus I. It might be off by 1, but again, we're one thing at a time. Sadness. Top does not exist on the string. Well, now you're angry at it. Well, good one. Thank you. I shadowed a variable. If only this would have done this to me. What are we calling this? Bottom row. Sure thing. I should probably do this also. Plus space. There we go. Be happy. Yeah, for sure, for sure. They are definitely a good fit. Oh, looks like I don't need that magic logic at the end. It's just this one. Boop boop. Ba ba da ba ba. But we got colors. They're coming through. Hey, look at. Where are my colors? Where are my colors? So, row, column 3, column 7. I can do math. Watch me math this out. 0, 1, 2. Well, that went well. It's too many. Alright, so I added a +1. Maybe you're not a fan of the +1 gang. No +1s for you. Hey, there we go. And now the colors are actually wrong. So blue there. Green there. Okay, we are making progress. So yeah, we can do it. We just have to manually build our strings, which isn't the worst in the world. We figured out the math to flip the index around to mirror it. We just have to do it now. It's fun though. Thankfully, yeah, so all of this stuff, this join thing is what throws all my math off every time, which is why I'm manually doing this. So let line equals a vertical bar, and let's do it again. We need stack and j, so for const. Where's my brain? There it is. J stack. Ooh, thank you, Copilot. Okay, Copilot. I'ma give you the reins. I'ma let you do this, Copilot. Let's do it. Okay. No. No. Copilot, you have failed this city. I do. It's okay. You tried really hard. Okay, you're building the string. If you can build the string, I will applaud you for that much. I can color myself. But if you build string, I'm happy. Build string. Okay, very close. Just too many spaces, but that's because you're confused. Because the last one used 3 spaces, so I don't blame you. You saw a pattern, you went for it. Well, now there's too few spaces. Ah, this one needs to be 3. Is Goldilocks up in here? Oh, too many, too little. But now it's just right. Awesome. Okay, now for the colors. It's gonna be, so when we do the drawing of things, color ranges, set, oh, okay, I minus 3. Oh, so color ranges, I mean, we love this. This is awesome. We need to do it like 2 more times though, because this would be cool for you to show up, Copilot. No, we'll just do it once, and we'll see what side we are on, if we're actually targeting the right ones at all. Hey, there we go. Okay, so it's -1, -2, -3. Now the color I'm actually gotta be using is dependent here. So if, I guess I gotta do this. So const color name equals, you wanna do this one for me? Blue, green, or white. I guess, yeah, we might as well. That's extra color. It's like, is this text white? We're gonna make sure it's white. We're gonna waste all the paint in the world. So many ASCII codes. Hey, look at that. Okay, I'm loving it. I think all we're missing is the crane. This can be fixed later. Later. Later, Gator. Now, do I need... Yeah, again, gotta lane these things out. I think I can drop these consoles now. So I am literally individually painting these characters one by one. Gotta love it. Okay, so crane top, let's add that. Color ranges, set 0 crane X. No, we're changing you to yellow. Congratulations, you get an upgrade. Oh, this is a for loop. Congratulations. You got upgrade. Y, crane Y, great. And then splice for that mini end crane. So for let O equals 0, O less than crane. Can you do that for me, Copilot? -1 plus O. Oh, because you're doing, that's starting position. It's because the crane is 3 long. Yeah, and I've kind of hard-coded it with this, but not hard-coded it. Okay, that should work. What are we coloring? We're coloring this yellow. Right. If currently carrying. Alright, we need to color these 3. Whoa! Hold your phone. Can you do it 2 more times? Yes. Okay, good. All these. Hold on, this ain't all supposed to be yellow. We'll make it all yellow for now. Oh, I think those are my last ones. Okay. We should probably turn. Let's do it one frame just to look at it. Give it an old looky loo. Oh no, it's thinking. That's never good. I never asked you to think. Did this loop do infinite? Where's the loop I added? Ah, 0 less than crane length. Yeah, that's gonna be forever. Or O less than crane length. O's and zeros been mixed up since the beginning of time. Not really. Look at that yellow crane. Who's a happy yellow crane? This one is. Now we're gonna actually let her go. Okay. Let's increase the move delay by like a whole second. Just so we can pull out our magnifying glasses and really watch it move. Okay. But okay, you're off by 1. That was weird. But it's. Was it always like that? The height gets messed up with the. I literally just. This has always been like this. I hadn't recognized it. Okay, I'm understanding it now.
when you pick one up, increase the height or whatever, right? Or don't change the height as you go from not carrying to carrying. There we go. Block height. So when do I pick this up? Current carrying. There we go. Height. Locked equals true. What if I have to pick it up to move to something tall? Okay, the Y should move accordingly. So there's one where it goes down and one where it goes up. I need to handle both of these. Tallest possible stack. Let retrieve height equals tallest possible stack. Amazing. Now, if this changes, I need to move crane Y accordingly. So, if not equal priv height, I don't know which way I need to go. So we're gonna. That's a great idea. We're not doing that. So if priv height less than, yeah, we're not gonna think. We're just gonna make the changes. Crane Y negative. Else crane Y positive. It's gonna look either perfect or it's gonna look even worse. In which case we'll swap it around. Get on down there. Yeah, it looks even worse. So we're gonna swap it around. Why think when you let the computer think for you? Computer be smart. Okay, it's in the sky now. That's awkward. Okay, yeah, it did shift, which I don't like the shifting. It's unsatisfying. Okay, why do I not like this though? See, this isn't gonna trigger it because they're all the tallest is not changing. Yeah, see, this is the view. That's the view. I like that visualization. I don't like whatever the heck it's doing. And this isn't gonna trigger anything either because the tallest is not changing. Okay, I think I see the vision. Once I reach to the top and reset my position, I need to update the scaling. And then and only then do I update my scaling. Okay. I see. I think I see the plan, which means I don't do this. This was a patch. This was a band-aid. Get rid of band-aid. Here's the when I do this. So this, we love this code. This code needs to go somewhere else. Only at the top of the crane lift. You're looking at the stages. This is where you go from one to another. Try to think out where I could do it here. I feel like there are two places I need to do it. Yeah, dest Y right here. No? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna drop one here. And then we're gonna go a little double speed. So I can visually track this. But we're close. Like, we got the colors down, folks. Okay. Now the height will change when you drop off and go back to the top. Good. Okay, yeah. Changing a little bit too much. Should be like a min height or something, but I can change that. You should do this at the end. I'm liking this. You do this at the end, and then I keep crane in position. I see plan. I got this. Did I delete that code? Did I delete? Okay, I didn't. We're gonna need that code. It'll be a helpful tool for us later. I hope I'm setting that initially somewhere down here. Which is this? So many parentheses. Yeah, after this, I suppose. Great. Now we do need that previous check. First, I suppose we'll see
how this one works. 125. Even faster. Go fast. Gotta go fast. Okay, I'm liking that. Effectively the same, but at a different point in the loop. Now, here comes the fun part. We do keep track of previous height. Oh, we don't get to keep track of it here. Okay, yeah, so we are tracking it, and we're changing it. Where'd it go? Yeah, we're doing it all down here, but we're doing it way... No, not down. Still got... I was like, do I still have this as comments? But I remembered. I have not committed this code yet. Previous height equals... That should be a const. We ain't need that life. Let const. That's exactly what I meant. Exactly. Const prev height. Drop that comment. Drop that auto format. Again, it's either the really wrong or really right. Tell us, code. Really wrong. Going into the sky. Sky crane. Whoa, sky crane kind of looked cool, I'm not gonna lie. Void out of the sky. Sky crane. The greatest and latest, newest Marvel superhero, folks. Oh no, that didn't. Not the behavior I was anticipating. Let's not do this. And now my mind is stuck on Sky Crane. So Crane Y was awesome. We're gonna change Crane Y to be higher. Okay, come on, figure my logic. Follow me. Follow me, code. Yeah, we're just gonna set it to the top line. Crane Y is not. Now, when are we setting it back? There we go. That was the numbers I was looking for. All them hard codes. Oh, another one. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. This should put the crane in the sky. Yeah, so it gives it that. It doesn't give it the jitter feel. At least in my mind. I don't know. We'll make it an option. You want sky crane or roof crane? But look at that. It's moving between the colors, dropping them off. Everything's going great. Oh, and we're done visualizing. Great, there we go. Okay, now the fun part, which we might not necessarily get to, but I want to brainstorm how this would work. Because my delays right now are awesome, but if you have a lot of them, sequentially, you're not going to get much progress when you have a large input, say the actual input. Also, there's one more piece of visualization I want for this, but I don't think I'm going to get to it. Sky crane. That's acceptable. I mean, we got to go fast, of course. But yeah, folks, that was it. That was... we got the sky crane looking good. Colors looking good. Things going zooming. We'll customize it in another future stream, but this is exactly what we were looking for. Next time, we'll probably actually visualize 7 for sure. But in the meantime, I'll watch my thingy load. Come on, thingy go. I gotta scroll. Gonna raid a fellow 100 Dever Madeline. You all seen them around here before.
hope I typed that right. Come on, bot. There it is. They're also doing some Christmas stuff. Don't know if they're doing this Advent of Code, but either way, it's gonna be a great time. Sure, show them some love, and I'll see ya tomorrow.